Hello, welcome to the queue. It's Operation May Day. It is US turn 10, I believe. Let's look at our tech. Once again, we're going to use 2 dice up here for SDI, Caterpillar Drive, Chemical Warfare, and Advanced Manufacturing is going to be our rolls. So let's see what we got here. An 11, so we got that one. We got a 10. And that's a 9, so we got 2. No, it's 10 or higher. Well, you can only count 1 anyway. So we're going to move SDI up to 3. And I forgot what the other one was. Orange. Advanced Manufacturing. That is up to complete. So that makes me wonder. Take that dice off. I'm going to have to look and see if that affects what I'm doing on repairs. No, I don't see anything on there about repairs. So let's look at our buy here. We are repairing 3 facilities. The minor Army base for 8. The 2 ports in UAE, 2 each. So excited there. We're going to build an advanced air superiority fighter. Another minor port there in UAE, so we're going to try and stretch their ability to knock them out. A Marine. We've got 2 light infantry, attack helicopter, SAM, and a fighter. And of course we got our ship missile and 4 cruises. Let's look at our action in the sea. Let's start here in A37, which this fighter will come off of Puerto Rico there, and we'll pair with the actually we'll pair it with the destroyer because it can detect. Now I believe these 2 frigates also get to roll because they can detect. This is going to be silent running unless I hit it. So let me put that marker up here just off to the side. So we'll see what happens there. The rest of these ships will follow, but they can't take place in that battle. So we've got the sea battle here. We've got a cruise missile fired out of London here, 1-2 into Western France. Try and get that lone air cav. Another lone battle. We've got this F-117. 1, 2, 3. We'll have 3 left. We're going to do a surgical strike with the SpySat, so that'll be at full strength. Try and get that airborne. Now I have a Soviet airborne there, but that's only because I'm out of the painted Warsaw Pact, which that is. That's a Warsaw Pact airborne. All right, so we got that attack. We've got our bomber here, B1, coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into I4. He's got a movement of 6 left. Let me bring up my B-52s. They come up 1, 2, 3, and they both have a movement of 9 left. All 3 are in A4, not A4, I4, and they're going to launch their attacks into East Saudi. And I've got them laid out here. 1 B-52 is launching 1 cruise missile, along with the theater nuclear missile coming from Suez. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't go over those SAMs. I don't know if that matters on a missile. I know it matters on aircraft. So we'll have all these dice. We'll got 1 AMD from the air base, the Army base. The air base is the other thing being attacked. So we've got 1 B-52, which will be launching 2 cruise missiles. And then that's where we're going to use our B-1 paving strike. There'll be an AMD against that on the air base. And then we're going to follow it up with the 86B nuclear attack with 2 D6s. And then those are our 2 cruise missiles to see if we can take that air base out and earn our upgrade to the air base in U.S. so we can get some more cruise missiles next turn. All right, so next attack. Take that off. We've got a walk-on here in Chad, which will be an infantry and a mech. So that is not worth anything. So I'll just change that and take that away. All right. Next, we've got a naval attack here. We've got two Soviet nuclear submarines. We're going to bring in our US-1. We're going to bring in our frigate, and we're going to bring in one carrier, which has the advanced sonar. I'm trying to think of what it's called now. I looked it up earlier. Anyway, it allows a fighter on the carrier to take place in action against these subs. This frigate will allow this other fighter to pair and go after those subs. But wait, there's more. We're going to take one of these attack helicopters, and he's going to come out and go on ASW and go after. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice against these two, and they are going to try and go silent running if we miss. So we'll see how that pans out. The screening force will be the cruiser, and then the second carrier. We're going to fire, the cruiser's going to fire a cruise missile. Now we've got the rest of these units. You know what? I'm going to put them all on here so that we can take them to the battle board. All right, so we've got an AS or an attack helicopter is going to go 1, 2, and he's going into Nigeria. The airborne 1, 2. We've got an airborne up here from West Libya 1, 2. We've got a Marine jumping on the assault ship. He'll come in and we'll get off. Down here, we've got a Marine and an MBT jumping on the assault ship that comes out of port and goes up 1, 2. And let's take our aircraft now. We've got an attack bomber that comes off of the carrier, 1, 2. He'll have 7 left. We've got an attack bomber here, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 5 left. We have a fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go on seed to neutralize that SAM. He'll have 1 left, so he'll have to land on the carrier. And last but not least, we've got this attack bomber from Marmara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means he has 4 left. So he's the 4 up there. All right, so that's the U.S. strike force. I can't get all that onto the one thing, so we'll just slide that over there on the battle board. And then defending will be the SAM, MBT, 2, mechs, and 2 artillery. And he wants to use chem on the artillery. And the ships cutting off this port here that I don't know, I think it just needs to be 1, but we got a cruiser carrier with the ASFs, which will fly maybe different directions, and then the 2 assault ships. And so that means they'll be at -1 on the defense. So let's put these out. So these artillery normally are first striking at, where's the chem marker so I don't forget? So they're going to be at a 2. We'll move them up there. The 2 mechs will be at a 4. The MBT will be at a 3, right? Yeah. And then the SAM will be at a 1. All right. So in attack, we've got our cruise missile, which is a first strike at a 5. That's our only first strike. Our MBT does not get to go off in round 1. I'm going to put him there. We've got the 2 Marines at 3, the 2 airborne at 3. The attack helo here will boost the 2 Marines up to 4. Then we've got 3 attack bombers and then the fighter. And let me put, I'm looking for that marker. I will use that. So they get to drop battlefield nukes. because Warsaw Pact used them against us last turn. All right, so that will be the battle on the battle board, and I believe that is it. All right, so let's roll this paving strike first. See if that AMD gets a hit. And roll it here. And the AMD does get a hit. So this D2, or what was it, D3 fails. So I'm going to get the dice, back that up just a hair. So here is the 2 cruise missiles. I dropped it on the floor. Thank you very much. They are D2s. The 2 grays will be the D6s for the B1 nuclear strike. And we're looking for 10. Dadgummit, we failed again. 9. I brought the bomber. I don't understand. This just dice rolling is stinking. All right, so the air base, we'll put a 9 on there. Let's do the army base now. So the army base, we will have a AMD, and I'm going to put that back in Suez. So we'll have the cruise missile, unless it's shot down by the AMD, and then the 2 dice from the theater missile. All right, AMD misses. Oh, naturally. Well, no, that's 8. It's a D2, so that is 2. That's 10. So that's what we needed on the other one. Doggone it. All right, well, 10 on the army base and a 9 on the air base in East Saudi. All right, so that is 3 of our 5 cruise missiles that we had on our dashboard. We got 1 there. We got the 1 up there in Western France. All right, let's roll the 1 in Western France. There is no AMD there. Miss. All right, thank you much. We'll take that one off the board. So now we've got in Crete, we got our F-117 coming in, which, that's a good question. I didn't look to see if it has the battlefield nuke options, so I'm going to have to do that real quick. It is a surgical strike, battlefield nuclear weapons. Okay, so we do get 3 dice at 7. And the reason it's at 7 is because we're using that spy sat to give us full. So 3 at 7. We only got 1. All right, so in Crete, the Warsaw Pact Airborne is gone. All right, so we've resolved our facility strikes, our surgical strike, our cruise missile. Let's do this submarine battle first. And I'm going to roll the destroyer and fighter first. Destroyer at a 4, that hits, so it doesn't matter. The fighter, just out of curiosity, misses. All right, so the diesel electric sub gets the return fire at a 3, but that is a 9. So that submarine will be gone. Next up is in A47, and it is 2 submarines. We're going to have a 2. Let me see if I can just roll this all at once. So we'll have a 2 for the frigate. Actually, we'll have 2 2s. So orange will be the 2s. So I'll put that here in Arcad here. 84 lumber. So the frigate and the attack helo will be at 2, and that'll be the orange dice. There's 2 fighters. They are at 3, and that'll be the 2 yellow dice. And then we have the nuclear attack sub, and that is at a 4. That'll be the blue dice. I think that's it. 2, 4, 5. Yep, 5 dice. All right, let's see if we get any hits. And we do. We get 1. Yeah, that's doggone it. All right, so we got one of the twos. So that means he has chosen to go silent running on the one that we missed. And the one that we hit gets to fire back at us. So let's see. Oh, I got to leave that out in the ocean there. All right, so let's leave one at 4. 9. All right, so that is that. So that clears up that C zone with this one going on silent running. The other one destroyed. So now we may continue on with our amphib assault. First strikes. Now we're looking at our battle board here. We'll have a cruise missile, and then they'll have the 2 artillery chems. So let's do the cruise missile first because I want to. Oh, nice. So first strike, I mean, 3 at 1. I don't want to lose aircraft, so we're gonna knock that SAM off. So that's our first strike. So now there will be 4 dice at 2, which is chem for the defenders, and 3 is as close they got. So if we didn't have them cut off, they would have chemmed us. So that is a no effect. So let's go on to our regular attacks. We're going to have 2 at 3, which will be the orange. The blue will be 2 at 4. And I'll have to roll the others separate because of the target selects. All right. All right, so we got 1 hit. So we got 1 general hit. Now we've got the attack helo will be orange. The fighter will be blue, and they're both at 6. But different target select, miss and a hit. So we are up to 2 general hits. If I can find a 2, there we go. All right, so now we've got our 3 attack bombers. Each one gets 3 dice, so that's the good news. All right, so this feels like an Arcade type roll. All right. And these are at 7, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy cow, everyone hit. Well, they don't have that many units, so that is the end of that battle. They've already fired, so they're done. So we got an MBT and 2 mechs. All right, we'll use those dice as that is what's left. Let's see what we got here. So 1, 6 and a 10, but a 1, I believe, is MBT target select. So I really don't know what they would find more valuable because the MBT is not in the battle yet. So it's either a Marine or an airborne. I don't know. I would think that the airborne would be more dangerous. So we'll take an airborne, but tabletop tactician, if you'd like to switch that for a Marine, we can do that. I just think the airborne has more versatility because those Marines have to move around by ship. But I could be wrong. Either way, that is the end of the battle. The MBT comes on. We'll grab these and put them on along with that because we use nukes. All right, so that is Nigeria, goes to US. That is worth 1, so that'll help a little bit. We got tentatively 2, I'll get that out of there, 2 Marines, airborne, and an attack helicopter in Nigeria. All right, so let's move, income tracker. We go up to 57, and Warsaw Pact goes down 1. And the good news is I got this $2 here because that gives NATO and the US back $2. So our deduction now is $10 and not 12. Hooray. And that is victory point for the good guys, I think. Yeah, I think we got all of Africa back. I think that's, if memory serves me, that's a victory point. All right, so let's land some planes. So these ASFs didn't do anything, so we're going to take one of the top guns, and he's going to fly up here into, what is that, A-37, which is going to land on the carrier, along with that fighter that did the submarine attack. We're going to bring down the assault ship with 2 Marines. The 2 Marines will land in Puerto Rico, and the cruiser. And that'll all be in, I can't, A-37. Trying not to bury that C zone. All right, so we don't need that marker. That's pretty much it there. I might as well do the sea lift while I'm here. One of these next gen MBTs will sea lift. 1, 2, 3, I guess, into US there. Southern US. And I'll put that up there. This other next gen MBT is going to sea lift, but it's just coming out in the ocean because it can't reach. You know, I think it goes 1, 2, 3, because I'm thinking you have to count that sea zone even though it's in the island. So he's going to be out with the ships so that he can land next turn. So we've got here the 2 fighters. We'll go back to the carrier, each one on each carrier. One of the attack bombers has to land on the carrier. That's this one. Now I've got, oh no, that fighter was a 1. So the other fighter would have went 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it would have went 1, 2. Nope, he went ASW, didn't he? So he has to land on that carrier, I think. Is that correct? If you attack those subs. And the question is, do I leave that on ASW or no? Because we're going to move it up here. No, I guess it can't go there, can it? Because it was on ASW. I don't know if it can land in there. I don't think so. I think it has to go back here to Angola. All right, so that is these dice, these dice. We've landed those planes. All right, all right, all right. All right, so we got 9 for these guys. I don't know if I want to go back up to, you know what? I think I do, because this is mountain. So it's not like they can blitz. Pretty sure that's mountain. It's really hard to see. If it's not mountain, then obviously I don't want to take all these bombers back to Marmara. But based off the fact that I know it's mountains, I just can't see if it is. We'll take those 3 bombers, the 2 B-52s and the B-1, back to Marmara. So we've landed those. Cruise missiles we shot. We've got this nuclear attack sub here in I-4. He'll come down 1, 2, 3 into A-49 and go in port here in South Africa. So we'll move my markers so I can see them on that dark map. We have, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I only had 4 sea lifts. This SAM here in South Africa will come up 1, 2, 3 and go into Somali Republic because it has a U.S. flag. We've got a SAM here in Angola. Come out 1, 2, 3. Boy, I really thought he could go further. No. 1, 2, 3. So he goes into South Africa. All right. That's pretty much it there. All right, so these two are repaired because we repair at the beginning. I don't think I'm going to move any of those planes. They're going to stay there. We are going to airlift one of these infantry, though, from Suez over to UAE. And I think that's our only airlift. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we got to land our stealth bomber, our stealth fighter here, 117. He's going to come back to Egypt. We'll take our spy satellite and move him back. I guess I could have used this airborne in a conjoined attack to take that, but did not see that. So where can we go with that guy? Because we can move him 3 with that air base. I guess we'll just leave him there. All right, so that leaves these units right here. I think we'll just take 1 mech and drive it over here to West Libya. The SAM, we've got 4 there. That's probably plenty. So this ship here, you know what, we'll just drive 2 over. And we'll leave that in Western Egypt with the SAM. All right. I think that is it. Yeah. All right, so let's place our goods. We did repair those at the beginning of our turn. That we just got out of order. So let me put these in the USA. Marine here goes in northeastern along with that advanced superiority air superiority fighter. Our port here, 3rd one in UAE. I guess that's what has to be done. See if they knock all those out again. Air base in Puerto Rico will be a fighter. And last but not least, in 2, we're going to put an infantry and a SAM. And in 1 will be an infantry and an air attack. So right here in Suez goes the another infantry, air attack helicopter, and a SAM and a light infantry here in West Libya. All right, I think that is it. Let's look at cash. We've forgot our cash the last couple turns. We did build 4 cruise missiles and 1 anti-ship, so I need to get a great ship to add to our anti-ship missiles. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't land these 2 attack bombers. All right, so 1 came off the carrier. Went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 attack bomber will go to the carrier in A37. The other attack bomber, the carriers are full, will just come here to Angola or South Africa. South Africa gives us better options. So there, we've landed that. I don't know what made me think of that. Right in the middle of counting up my missiles. So we shot off 5, but we only built 4, so we're down a missile. But next turn we get 5. No, we don't. We failed. Doggone it. All right, so cash. We are at 57. Plus 8 will be 65. Minus 10, 55. minus our dice roll. All right. Let's see a nice low number. Dang it. That's 4, so we have 51. Doggone it. All right, well, you can only do what you can only do. That's it for USA. Next up will be the Warsaw Pact, and they have pretty much wrapped up Europe.